And here, as you're reaching the, like, I in a movie. So what you in for, boy? What the fuck you asking me why you in for, boy? You know how hard it is to breathe in this? St. John in shit. It's looking like somebody dip out shit with a finger so and paste on the wall. Why? Now come out of jail. I'd rather get corona than go back inside it. You could tell me about this thing. A matter of fact, throw this away. I better tell all you something. This system had to change. I don't care what's going on there. Let me tell you how I end up in jail today. Now share this with a friend if you think this is craziness. In 2015, I got a ticket for breaching a parking traffic sign. But I wasn't parked. This officer told me that you park up here in a no parking zone. I said, officer, I park. I stop here to collect something from this business here. It's a loading and offloading zone. Yes, I am not driving a truck, but I am part of this business here, and he is going to load part of the business into the back seat and give me the sale cash of the day. We now want to walk around the corner to bring around the cash in the middle of the night. This is after 11 in the night, to get robbed, and then had to go in the station to explain we get robbed, and then they'll say, so why you just didn't, you know, why didn't take it right by the door and be away safely? Gone to court, get to court, postpone, no magistrate, the officer didn't come. There was one time where I was late because I couldn't get a park. Get a park quite up El Dorado and had to travel back down to Tunapuna court. By the time I reached there, the officer walking out. Now obviously now a warrant is out for your name. I talked to the prosecutor, they talked to the magistrate, they pulled back the book so and they give me a new date. Now I had two cases and they were on the boat on the same day. So the next time I came up, I went through, and eventually months and months passed, and every time you go in again, the case dismissed. I said both cases dismissed because the officers never came back. Yes, you're free to go. So I asked, did I get some type of a receipt, something to say, hey, a certificate, you're free, you're a free man now? No. What? They said is your case dismissed because the officers never came. Now this went on for over a year. The other officer for the other case was pregnant. She asked for this. They never came. They in time. They had other bigger case in town. So eventually they just got cases dismissed. Like 2015. Fast forward 6 years later, last week, officer called me and told me, are you aware that you have a warrant? I was like, no, I couldn't understand. I couldn't believe why, you know, why would I have a warrant out? He said, and he explained to what going there, and I knew exact from the time he explained what the traffic sign, and I said, but that was dismissed years ago. He said, well, however it is, there's a warrant here, and he had to execute the warrant. I would have to go before the virtual court, and you know, so I organized with him. He explained everything. I say, I will send my lawyer to deal with that, yes? No, you don't have to think, because it's just to go before the virtual court, the magistrate virtually, and you would think, and they would sign your own bail, and you would station bail. You don't have to pay anything just to show that you came. And so when I reached that, I call him and I organize, ask him how long that would take, or what is the best time to come to minimize the amount of time I have in the station, right? Because I'm very busy these days. And the man said come for between 9 and 10. So that's the latest time you could log in somebody for the day. You know this thing. For me, now I line up in the hot, look how I line up in the hot sun and take hot sun to get locked up. You have to line up outside the station in the hot sun. And when I'm telling the officer by the door, because you can't get in, you can't just go in. Well, here for, you know, like, excuse me, trying to think, came here to get, there's an error. Me and him on the phone, when we were speaking there, we were saying that he said sometimes there's be a little error, but however, he had to execute the warrant. So it might be an administrative error. I will say, okay, somebody didn't cross a T, dot an I, stamp a stamp, something went wrong and my name is in the system. I go on there. Oh Lord, I talk about it here now. The man take down everything. He take everything right here, sign here, put this here. All right. He pull up the old file and the dates that are there. Okay. Next thing, the other officer come in. I begin there one. That's set a goal. Okay, so yeah, you had to switch off your phone, take off your belt. I was like, oh, do that to go in front of the magistrate, take off your lacing. You know, is the cell I going in? He said, sorry, we have no accommodation, so you had to stay in the cell there. I was like, I said, officer, I ain't come here for that. I come here to deal with this problem here that going on here, which Corporal Niels admit that it could be administrative error. Yeah, say, he called Niels. Niels, he don't want to go in his cell. I say, I didn't come here for that. I don't want to go in no cell. He said, well, you have no choice. You lock up. All of a sudden, now he's a bad man. You know, it's like, all the nice thing, yeah, everything, and we'll work out with it how to get this for you because probably something wrong with your name. But you lock up by thing the other, you have no choice. Yeah, sorry, we have no accommodation. You have to take it in the cell. All right. So I go in the cell saying, well, they had to lock, so apparently they need to have you arrested for 2 hours. So when they take you now and they carry you in front of the magistrate here virtually, they could say, your worship, here is the prisoner. Here is the prisoner. Right? And then they asked her, and I told her everything that, you know, this was dismissed. She said, well, she will have to find out what went wrong. We still are coming to the conclusion that there's some error here. Or there's a possibility that there's an error. Okay, that went on. They told me come back next Tuesday. She would get the extract. She would see where something happened. She would get the dates that I came, because after that date where I missed, but was late, about 8 times after that I went to court. I thinking, well, she said, okay, you would just sign and you would thing, and she would send me the link. She took my phone number. You know, I gone back downstairs to sign. The officer said, no, you have to go back in the cell. I said, how long this will take to sign my name? He said, that ain't coming out now. You will leave here this evening, maybe tomorrow. And next officer said, when I asked him, I said, how long does it take? He said, that'll take about 4 o'clock you will leave here. You know, about 4. I had things to do. I had things waiting on me down the road. The man come and put me back in the cell now. Here with the kicker with this, eh? What I doing in I saying, but what I doing in the cell? They didn't arrest me anyway. They didn't catch me in a roadblock. I came on my will. I was sitting down in the station there on the phone, like killing time, listening to music, waiting. Now that the time reached, you have to have me under arrest because I run away. I came here to deal with this. Only didn't catch me and bring me here forcefully to deal with this, so you need to detain me so I wouldn't run away. Why in this cell with natural shit on the wall? You know, so and so was here. You're actually seeing lump of shit on the wall. The toilet's not working. They backed up. The next cell there, the man said, don't flush the toilet. Telling the officer, don't flush the toilet because it's smelling just like a opener. Picture your home, you open your suspect and you go in it. And you know, St. John people should be shit. The biggest sign on the wall saying St. John in shit. It's looking like somebody dip out shit with a finger so and paste on the wall. St. John resistance screw. Hilltop massive. Big so. They too low that shit you take to ride that. But what kind of sick man thing is that, boy? They would have put me in. The next one there for shooting with intent. And here as you're reaching the, like, I in a movie. So what you in for, boy? What the fuck you asking me why you in for, boy? You know how hard it is to breathe in this? There's a N95 mask. This harder to breathe than the blue mask on them. I'm telling you, shame. Something have to change with this system. Administrative error can't make me have to spend 8 hours in jail. That's a day sentence I get it. A day sentence is like, because the, sure not, 4 o'clock on the dot. I hear the gate open and the officer come and open the gate. Like they don't know that the time we go let them out. Anybody come in, everything. It's not, and I came out, they hand slide a paper like this, sign your name here, okay, you come, you're virtually on the court, and somebody on the phone, like whoever it is, was on the phone telling me, failure to do whatever, you get next warrant would be a suit to you, and you would have to pay the $1,500. So, anybody who went through this, I feel sorry for you. If you know anybody who wrongfully get arrested or whatever, share this video with them now. And I want something we could get some kind of position. This system have to change. It's made no sense. Why I'm sitting down in that cell and I'm saying, why am I here? It's 6 years ago. I should have just never come. Next 6 years, the thing I'll deal with this. Back 6 years back then, I had nothing to do. I could have spent time. I could have spent 2 days in there and it would affect nothing. Right now, every hour is costing me something. How my haircut still looking? Yesterday I gave myself a self haircut, you know. Anyhow, goodbye, guy. I just want to tell anybody know about that. You know? That's why anytime police call you, don't trust a word they say. Aye.